my name is Kevin Mayer and I'm president of Ultra Technologies, and we're here today. This is our first year at the AOTA conference. We have a new product called PointScribe, and PointScribe is an interactive handwriting system that we've taken the paper and pencil method of teaching kids to handwrite, and we have made it a fun and engaging interactive game for the student, but for the therapist it's evidence-based platform, and I'll show you how all that works. So in this case we have a baseball and a glove, and you would just tell the student to put the baseball in the glove, and this is how it works. Okay, so the student hears the shape, they hear the shape, they see the shape, and they write the shape. Now it forces proper shape formation with every shape. So if they were to try to put the glove to the baseball, nothing happens. So it forces proper start and stop points, and it also controls the students' handwriting. If they go outside the line, you can hear it makes them start over. So it forces proper shape formation. I cannot start backwards. And you can hear the music stops, and they get a negative sound which can be turned on or turned off or changed. The colors, everything can be changed, the size can be changed. So what's going on in the background is we are measuring the student's accuracy. The computer does that for you. So you can see this perfect center line right there. If I could stay on that center line, I would score 100. Now as I deviate off of that, the computer is measuring that amount of deviation, and it is storing that information in a database for that particular student, for that particular shape. So as a student's score, as their accuracy score improves, you would then want to challenge the student by shrinking the size of the shape. And that is done as quickly and easily as going into the control page and bringing the shape down. I'll cut the shape down to probably about in half. And I don't like that black background. I'm going to go with a yellow background. And my student doesn't like sports. They like insects, we'll say. And I'm going to turn off the negative sound now, and we'll just have positive sounds, music. So now it's incrementally smaller. We now have an insect, an ant, going into the anthill. And the way that if you were to test your student on any individual shape, let's say the A, for example, this is what it looks like. I'm going to do an A, mouse to the cheese, and you're going to see the computer give me the accuracy score. I did a very nice A. I got 90%. So in that case, I would challenge my student with just a slightly smaller A. We have 10 different levels, 1 through 10, 1 being the easiest, 10 being the smallest, and I'll show you what a 10 looks like right now. And there you have it. So we have every level in between. But the nice thing is that you are able to pull up these charts on your student for evidence-based teaching. And this red line represents the accuracy score. The blue and green line represent the challenge to the student. So when we started this student out with the shape K, they were at a level 1 in size, a very large K and a very fat K. And we kept the challenge the same for each of these test points, and you can see their accuracy improved. When he got up over 80%, we said, okay, let's increase the challenge a little bit. When we did that, the students' accuracy score came back down because they went outside the line once or twice. We let them practice more, and next time we tested them, they were up over 80% again. So then we increased their challenge, and you can see they came back down. We tested them again, they were still lower, so we kept the challenge the same for a few tests. Then we tested them again, they were up over 80%, and we did that until the students' fine motor skills and shape recognition improved, and we got them to write very nice fine upper and lower case letters, numbers, and shapes. We have another page in here called the user created, and this is wonderful for your extremely challenged students. If you wanted to build a maze, for example, like that, that would be a shape. You would save that right there, and your student would have to write on that. And let's say, for example, your student was unable to even perform that. We would, let me go back here. Let's say the A was too difficult for that student to do. We can turn off failure mode. So even your most challenged students can still, if you have cerebral palsy and you're struggling, they can at least succeed. So everybody can succeed with PointScribe and have fun and be engaged. But we also teach students how to write their names. So in this shapes page, I'm going to select a very fine font size. I'm going to add rules onto the screen, and you can teach students handwriting without tears programs. You can teach them to write in cursive and print. So I'm going to do my name right now, which is Kevin. And so this is a lesson that I would build for my student Kevin, and I would save this. And so now I'm saving this lesson, and so now whenever Kevin comes into my classroom, the very first thing he's going to do is he is going to write his name, and we're going to measure that as well. Where's Kevin? Right there. Boom. There it is. I will turn off the themes, and it all works the same way. I'm going to write my name. If I fail, I have my failure mode still turned off from the last lesson, so let me turn my failure mode back on. See, I failed. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So there, Kevin wrote his name. So now what you do is you come up here and you print this out. You can save it to file, so you can email that home to mom and dad, who are just so ecstatic that their son Kevin is now writing his name. And you can print that to file, click on print, and so now you have this on paper. You have Kevin on paper. Then you give Kevin a pen or a highlighter or a marker, and you have him trace over what he just wrote. So that helps him to transfer. His confidence is already there because that's his signature. He wrote it, so he knows he can do this. So we've broken down that fear and that barrier. And so there's just, for the database management, for the evidence-based teaching, and for so many reasons, PointScribe is a huge success so far. So thank you.